This mobile-only iteration of the classic Hitman games takes everything good about the series and transforms them into a turn-based strategy board game. The player is tasked with moving the iconic Agent 47 around each board to get to the exit without being killed. Upon loading the game for the first time, you are met with a level of presentation only found in Hitman titles. The deep reds, bright whites and jet blacks all scream 47, and this gorgeous style is continued throughout the entire Hitman GO experience. The game is presented as a beautiful diorama, with realistic lighting and textures, and the player and enemy characters being portrayed as board game pieces. This concept supposedly came from a conversation two of the developers were having where they drew out ideas on a board-like grid. The ambient sound effects give the player a nice grounding in reality, and the game's 4 music tracks deliver a solid sense of tension and convey the inevitability of death. The classic Ave Maria is cleverly used during marked target levels, giving weight to the actions of the player. Before you start each stage, the player is taken to a pre-mission screen which displays the entire board, leaving them free to zoom in and out and to see what the goals and obstacles are for the level. Meeting certain criteria will earn the player agency insignias, which are required to unlock the other boards. To make it to the end of each level, the player has to survive. Naturally, it's a good idea to stay away from guards. Each guard type behaves differently. Early guards, for example, remain stagnant, but the further you progress, guards will begin to move around or rotate on the spot. Approaching them from behind or the side will knock them off the board, allowing you to continue on your way. There's more classic Hitman to be had with the addition of disguises that allow the player to pass by characters dressed in the same clothing. Trying to sneak by someone who doesn't appreciate the particular clothing style that's been chosen will result in being detected and cleared off the board. A distraction mechanic has been added that allows players to throw objects such as rocks or cans. These will alert the guards within a predetermined radius. Doing this becomes essential if attempting to collect bonus briefcases or complete a level under a certain amount of turns. Agent 47's signature Silverballers also make an appearance, as does a high-powered sniper rifle, which allows you to take out targets from a distance. Fans of the series have come to understand there is a lot of trial and error involved with the Hitman franchise. This aspect is present here in spades and may become frustrating for some. Gone is the hectic first-person combat that could arise in the core games, and in its place is pure strategy. When the player does get a firm grasp of the game's logic, it can become a little bit easy at times, and knowing that there's sometimes only one way to complete certain objectives can detract from the game's overall sense of urgency. There is a hint system in place that shows the player exactly how to complete objectives should they become stuck. 5 of these are offered out of the box, but more can be purchased if required. Hitman GO is a solid, beautiful puzzler that stays true to the strategic roots found in earlier Hitman games. Square Enix Montreal's ability to take a much-loved franchise and send it in a completely new direction for the better is genuinely impressive. Perhaps future console versions could take a leaf out of this book. Thanks for joining me today. This has been Alex for Game Mob, that's www.gamemob.com.